That was Bulletproof Heart from the new My Chemical Romance album, Danger Days.
So you just listened to the new album, how was it?
It's so good. Oh, almost fell downstairs.
Is that how nervous you are?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I like that they've taken a new direction. Obviously, their music's going to change because they're going to like grow up and stuff, but yeah.
You're feeling good?
Yeah. Nervous now.
Well, not yet.
No.
So, you know it. After you.
Then Jared and Mikey walked through the door. If I hadn't been doing this program, I probably would have been a screaming, adoring fan at this point, but I had to be a little bit more professional, and I shook their hand and just focused on the questions.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. Hey, Mikey.
Yeah, we're good to go, I think.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
God, this is so odd. So odd. Oh, God. Okay, don't really know where to start. Well, obviously, the new album is another concept album, same as Black Parade. Any particular reason why you did it again?
It has like a high concept.
Yeah.
And then it's like this transition from 2019. But
Yeah.
It's not a story.
Right.
It's not a story, like, it's not as tight as Black Parade, not like that. Even though there's like clearly a character named Dr. Death.
Yeah.
All that stuff was just like made up on the fly.
Really?
In a really good way, yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's a very spontaneous album, so that was the idea, is that you just kind of make it up as you go.
Yeah. Well, the new videos, I mean, I've listened to some interviews about them before. I mean, you said the lighting's really bright and, like, the colours are obviously, like, really bold and stuff, and it's really contrasting to, like, previous music videos you did. Like, Honey the Smear isn't big enough for two of us. Like, that was a dark video.
It's pretty dark.
Personally, I love it. But,
yeah. It's like, we wanted to show a different side of the band.
Right.
Well, it's always been there, you know, we're those dudes, but, you know, we just wanted to show a different side of the band that hasn't been shown before. You know, we're happy dudes, you know.
Yeah. No, exactly, yeah.
We're colorful dudes.
Yeah. And your hair have changed.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, romantically.
Yeah, I like it. Very good. What next? In 2007, when you played your last show at Mexico, you said, like, the Black Parade is, like, dead and stuff like that, and you did say, I think, that you were going to play it again?
Well, last show, that was, the Black Parade is Dead in Mexico, that performance. Last performance was Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
And basically, if I could remember what I said was, if we never get to do this again, keep yourself alive.
Okay.
And it was, it was because it was so uncertain at that point, you know, that I wasn't sure, but it wasn't like me saying, you know, it was just like saying, oh, well, just in case. I knew that what was about, I had a feeling at least that what was about to happen was going to be really brutal to go through and really hard to readjust to life.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely, yeah.
But that Mexico show, that was the last time we're going to play the band, the Blackbirds.
Obviously, because, no, exactly. No, because I didn't expect to hear any Black Parade stuff because I saw you at Hammersmith Follow, and then you did. And I was quite pleasantly surprised. That was really good.
I love those songs, you know.
Yeah, and because you played songs off like the first album, which I really didn't expect. Personally, I wanted to Skylines and Turns Out, but I didn't.
One of these days,
you have to. It's so good.
It was really great to see the reaction of kids to those Bullet songs.
No, exactly. I mean,
they were just like something else.
Personally, it's my favorite album.
I
love it.
Day to Day actually feels like it has like a lot of the spirit of that first one.
Yeah,
it's not even Revenge, like just the first one. It felt like Day to Day felt as eclectic as Bullet. Just the sense of discovery on that album is the sense of discovery I feel exists on Day to Days, and just how young I guess we feel. It's you know, the new album just feels like we've come so full circle.
Yeah.
That I think that's why in spirit to me it feels like Bullet. You know?
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean, because we heard it just before, like the whole album, it's so good. And it does have the same, like, fast, like, guitar and, like, the difference between what the guitars are doing and, like, what your vocals are doing. It's just kind of similar to Bullet, so.
Right.
Of course, making Danger Days wasn't without its challenges. During the recording, drummer Bob Bryant ended up leaving the band. So how close were they to splitting up?
We would never actually know because it wasn't something you were able to identify until afterwards, you know? It wasn't this kind of thing where we were discussing it. We were just in this intense paralysis. So when you're in this creative purgatory and you don't know, look, we knew we were going to put a record out, but I don't know what would have happened if we would have put that record out. I don't think very close at all. But would we be in a much different headspace right now? And would we maybe have broken up a couple months from now or maybe next year? Yeah, that maybe would have happened. But it's hard to say because we were so unaware while it was going on. I don't think it was that close. We would have been really unhappy though having put that album out. Yeah, that's the perfect term for it. It's like purgatory. It felt like we were in some kind of jail or something.
The rumor is that there is a lost record that still exists and will someday be released.
We kept it all. I mean, we're really, I guess we're kind of sentimental people, but like we like to think that even something that wasn't a success, you learn from it. So we kept the whole album. It's sitting there. I'm sure the fans will hear it one day. With the understanding that it is what led us to. It's the record that we fought against to make Danger Days. The individuals making the album and the individuals that we rebelled against to make that album, But one day, people will hear it, It is great songs on it, One day, they'll, like you said, they'll totally hear it. I think they should hear it,
Well, where do you think My Chemical Romance are going to go now, then?
Right now, we're involved in something that the fans are building with this big pop art project, It's awesome. And I just like seeing what happens. We're getting hit with a new challenge every day. Like, oh, you got to write a new video. Well, I don't even know what the second part is. Well, you have 4 days to do it. I mean, it's been all this guerrilla-style stuff. It's been amazing. We love film. We love comics. We love art most of all. I could see easily moving into film or something else directing. I mean, I enjoyed it so thoroughly doing it this time. We always talk about that. Yeah, we talk about working together. Working together with movies, and we're working on comics right now. The Killjoys will be out hopefully this year.
me and him will work on something together for DC. Yeah, but we can't really, we can't get into the details of it. Super fun, though. We've been dying to tell this story. Mm-hmm. Little kids.
What lessons have you learned since the Black Race, do you think? Like about yourself and about music?
I learned you can't dictate what an album or a creation is going to be beforehand. You can't put any rules in your way.
Yeah.
You can't say what it is before it happens. You also can't dictate the outcome of it. And I accepted all that stuff. And I think it's why, to me, Danger Days exists as a practice of those beliefs.
Yeah, I think I learned, like, not to be so hard on myself, not to be such a defeatist, and, everything's not the end of the world, and I learned to stop and smell roses, It's like we're not really concerned about, if what we put out is going to be a success. It just has to be great, and it has to be better than the last thing we did. Those are the only prerequisites, really.
Last question. This is a random one that I've always wanted to ask.
That's fine.
At the start of the I'm Not Okay video, you and Ray are sitting on the porch.
You like B&B, Audrey Hepburn, Fangoria, Harry Houdini, and croquet. You can't swim, you can't dance, and you don't know karate. Face it, you're never going to make it.
I don't want to make it. I just wanna.
I just wanna. What is the end of that sentence?
That was the last part of it. I think I'm intentionally supposed to not
have anything.
Yeah, but I did say, I think we have a few takes where I said a few different things.
Yeah, there's
Really?
takes there.
It was,
Rock was one of them.
was super corny. Dance was maybe one of them. We just kept doing them.
Yeah.
We knew that we were going to cut it, though.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Right on. It's been awesome.
It's awesome, man.
Trust me.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my god. It was amazing. They were lovely. They were just like I expected them to be, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
They waited around and signed every single CD I've got of theirs, which they didn't need to do. I kind of might have bought my entire collection and stuff, which is kind of super sad, but you always feel like you know a celebrity when you watch everything about them and stuff, but to actually face to face with them, still doesn't really feel real. Meet you, but I didn't know the second member, and I was like, it's definitely going to be Mikey.
Yeah.
I don't do anything about each other. It's been I'm Flossie, and you've been listening to the story of My Chemical Romance on Radio 1. Next up, Nick Grimshaw, but first, here's the latest from Newsbeat.
Digital FM online. BBC Radio 1. There's reports of bombing raids in Libya.
Newsbeat.